guys, Samantha from Jessima Tutorials here, and today I am going to show you how to roll out thin sheets of translucent polymer clay without them rippling. Now, usually what ends up happening is you'll place your clay on the pasta machine and you would roll it through like so. And what ends up happening a lot of the time is you'll end up getting these ripples. And if you want to, this is actually not my thinnest setting that I usually go. I'll go a little thinner than that. And if I roll this through, you'll see that it ripples. So let me just get that to go through without it folding in on itself. There we go. And as you can see here, it ends up rippling and kind of tearing on itself, and you're not going to be able to use this to apply layers of translucent over the top of things like ink art or silk screens. And I should provide an example of that right here. And as you can see, it's a really good way to seal in your ink effects and to just protect your surface effects, but for that you need the translucent to be thin and also completely smooth. So I'm going to show you how to get that. Now, coming back to this, you can use this technique with any pasta machine. I am using a Lucy Clay pasta machine, but any pasta machine will work for this. What you want to do is have already conditioned out your translucent clay, and you're going to bring over a piece of paper. You can use greaseproof paper, or in this case printer paper like I'm using. And let me just bring over another piece. You want to have two pieces, and you want to essentially sandwich your clay between those two pieces. And you want to start from a middle setting. So right now my clay is about 2 millimeters thick, and so I brought the pasta machine down to about a 1 millimeter thick setting. And it can be a little tricky to set up, but you want to pop your clay in and then place the paper down into the machine and have it folded over like this. And then you're going to roll like so, bringing it down through the machine. And this will prevent it from rippling. It will also prevent it from picking up any smudges from the machine. Then you're going to take your machine down a couple more settings, like so. And I'm going to place that down. And the important thing is to peel back your paper so that your clay is not stuck to it anymore. You do need to peel it back from the other piece as well. It can't be stuck to your paper at all, because otherwise it will ripple in a different kind of way. So make sure to separate it. Then just apply it between those pieces of paper again, like so, making sure that your setting is correct, and then you're going to roll it through. And you might find this situation where it doesn't roll through. That's perfectly fine. Grab the paper from the bottom of the machine, making sure that you grip both pieces and pull down and then roll. And that should start the process. And you'll find that it starts to bow out like this. Grab it, smooth it out, and make sure that it rolls out straight while you're doing this. And there you go. Then I'm just going to lift this up, and be careful because the clay is very thin. There we go. Right, and don't try to lift it from the paper. You need to actually scrape this off with a blade. Okay, and to do that is very easy. You're going to take a firm tissue blade, not a flexible one. And what you're going to do, I'm doing this at a weird angle, but just going to shimmy that under your piece of translucent and just be gentle and just work your way underneath it. And this part actually is making it more difficult because it's sticking to my surface, so I just remove that. Right, there you go. Then you're just going to shimmy that under your surface And be careful, I'm not using a particularly sharp blade here because my fingers are going to be working. And once you've kind of got it going, it should work its way by itself. There. And you can get your fingers out of the way and then just shimmy underneath, going backwards and forwards like so. And that is how you get it off your paper. And it is a little bit of a process, and I'm just showing you the whole thing. But this is how you get paper thin pieces of translucent. And it's a little easier to get it off of wax paper, so if you want one that's a little easier, you can definitely use that. There we go. Let me move that out of the way. And there you can see, that is absolutely, hopefully you can see a light coming through that, it is paper thin. And yeah, that is how you create these paper thin pieces of translucent for your alcohol ink projects or anything that you want to place translucent down on top of. So yeah, that is pretty much it for the tutorial. A nice, quick, simple one. I do hope that it was helpful. Let me know if you have other questions that you would like me to cover in the comments. And if you like the video, please do consider leaving a like and subscribing, as I do videos just like this every single day. And I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.